there, Carol here. I'm a plant-based RN, wife, mother, and the founder of Lift to Rise, where it's my goal to empower others to take charge of their own health and unleash the healthy, happy, vibrant being that's inside each and every one of us. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite dishes to make as for meal prep. It's full of protein and fiber and tons of veggies. You're going to be amazed at how many veggies I can get into this dish. It's something I can eat for days on days and not really get tired of it because it's so flavorful, and you can serve it in a few different ways too. So let's get started. It's called pasta salad, and my pasta salad is a bit different because it's all made with whole foods, and it's all made with plants. There's no oil, there's very little fat in it. It's just full of the protein, fiber, and micronutrients that you need. So I have some lime zest here. I usually use lemon zest, but I didn't have any lemons. So I'm using a tablespoon of lime zest. First, we're gonna make the dressing. And then I have 8 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Here it is. I know it's kind of a lot, but you'll see how huge this pasta salad is. I love rice vinegar. It has kind of a sweeter taste than apple cider vinegar, I think. And then also 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, which I think is just about all I have here. Yeah. And then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Let me grab it. You guys know I buy the big bottles of lemon juice because I put it in everything. It makes everything zesty and delicious. 4 tablespoons of miso. I have a mellow white miso, but you can use any kind. 4 teaspoons of miso. Miso, it has kind of a salty flavor, but it has kind of a cheesy flavor too. It's and it's lower in sodium than salt or soy sauce. 4 teaspoons of miso, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Let me grab that. Okay, 1 tablespoon of that. I like to put this dressing in my Vitamix, of course, because, oh, that's exactly a tablespoon. Because of the zest, I like to have it blended up really nicely so it's nice and smooth. Okay, 1 tablespoon of dried basil. If you have fresh basil, please go ahead and use that. That would be amazing. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is widely available everywhere nowadays, or you can order it on Amazon, but it is really high in B vitamins, including B12, which is something that if you're eating only plants, you're not going to get a lot of. And 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Onion powder. I put onion powder and garlic powder in just about everything. It gives it a really depth of flavor and makes everything taste better. A tablespoon of minced onion. I have some dried minced onions here. Half a teaspoon of salt. And red pepper flakes. However many you like. If you like it really spicy, I'm putting in a half a teaspoon because I love spice. And then that's it. We're going to blend this up, and I'll show you how the pasta salad comes together. Okay, our dressing is all done, and it's so super flavorful. It's nice and thick from all the nutritional yeast and the garlic and onion powders. It gives it a lot of body, and it's full of flavor. I want to show you what I put in my pasta salad. I have here, I put whatever veggies I have on hand. Today I have a yellow pepper and an orange pepper diced. I have a couple of carrots diced and a bunch of cherry tomatoes that I cut in half. So if I can get all those in there. I've put frozen peas or corn. Onions are good in here if you like onions. I like green onions. Edamame is really good in here for some extra protein. There, that looks good. And then I have 1 head of broccoli that I steamed. Put that in there. It's just lightly steamed, so it's still a little bit crispy in the middle. And then I wanted to show you one of my favorite new toys. I don't buy a lot of kitchen gadgets because I don't have an air fryer or an Instant Pot or anything like that. I just like to, you know, use my knife and my chopping board. But this thing is amazing. I bought it to make waffle cut fries because it has a waffler, and those are really cool to make, and it waffles them really thin, and then you put them on a sheet pan in the oven, and you have like potato chips, which are amazing. But it comes with this little blade. Can you see it? It's like little raised rectangles, and I'll show you. And I also bought these gloves that go with it. They're cut-proof gloves, so a knife will not go through them, so you don't have to worry about cutting your fingers, which I have on graters before. So this one, I love it for grated zucchini. It makes like julienne. I think it's a julienne blade. It makes julienne pieces, which are like thick square shreds. I'll show you what they look like. They're like perfect julienne shreds, right? And then when they sit in the refrigerator or you mix them into a dish, they get kind of a grated cheese kind of texture. It's really good. It's one of my favorite ways to have zucchini. So I have like 1.5 zucchinis I'm gonna put in here too, because I would put 2 in there, but I don't think it's gonna fit. We're getting full and we haven't even added the pasta yet. I also like to add sun-dried tomatoes. I always buy oil-free sun-dried tomatoes if I can find them. They're really hard to find here where I live, but we went to the mainland recently and I went to a Trader Joe's. Sun-dried tomatoes, they just come like, kind of like raisins. They're just dried without any oil, and they add a really nice crunch, and they kind of soak up some of the liquids, and they swell up and they make a delicious like sweet bite. So I love sun-dried tomatoes. I also have found them at the dollar store on the mainland before, which is a great deal. Here I have 8 ounces of cooked whole wheat pasta. You can use any kind of pasta. I love whole grain pasta because it's loaded with fiber and has extra protein. 1 serving of this has 7 grams of fiber, and most of it is that insoluble fiber that is so good for your gut microbiome, and your digestion. So this is 8 ounces. Some people could sit and eat this in one sitting. I know I could. But when you add in all these veggies with it, it's going to be, your plate will be at least half veggies if you just have this salad on there. But of course, I like to serve it with extra veggies. So I put the 8 ounces of pasta in there. Look at this. This is humongous. This is a low-calorie dish, guys. Because if you're having 1 serving of this, it's mostly vegetables, and it's high in fiber and protein. It's going to keep you satisfied for a long time without weighing you down. This is amazing. It's really good if you chill it and you're take it to a picnic on a hot day or a potluck. Everyone's going to flock to it because look at how beautiful it is. It's like a rainbow in there. Yeah. I might add some frozen peas later. I actually have edamame, which I love. It boosts the protein content. Oops, mixed to broccoli. And so, look at that. Beautiful, huh? I'm gonna add my dressing. This might be too much, but I like it. I'm just gonna use all of it. And then this just gets better. Day 2 and day 3, I can go in and have a plate full of this if I'm hungry as a snack or as a meal. I'll show you how I like to serve it. Toss it with that dressing, and the veggies start to break down after a day and they get nice and juicy. I might add more cherry tomatoes. I have a bunch of cherry tomatoes. I might add more over the next day or 2. But this is a hit. I love to make a big dish like this and then just have it to eat when I'm hungry, and it's ready for me when I'm hungry. Right now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have not eaten yet today. So I am ready for some lunch. I went to CrossFit this morning, and I'm typically not hungry in the morning, so I don't eat. And I wanted to make this and show you how to make it, and then I wanted to eat it, so I haven't eaten yet. And I am ready for some pasta salad. So I'll show you how I serve it. Of course, 2 handfuls of greens, and let's put some of this on there. Yeah, it's mostly veggies. I want to make sure I get some of that delicious broccoli. There we go. I'm pretty hungry, so okay. That looks good. I'm gonna put a little bit extra salt on top and some freshly ground pepper. What do you think of that? Do you think if you had this much food, you would be full and satisfied for a few hours? And then if I get hungry later, I can always have more. That's the best thing about this. So let's give it a try. Not too big of a bite. Here we go. So flavorful. I love the crunchy carrots and the soft noodles. The textures are so amazing. And that dressing is so good. I love that rice vinegar in there, and the red peppers gives it a little bit of a kick. I hope you try this pasta salad. It's something that your whole family will enjoy, and you can be sure that they're getting the protein and fiber that they need to keep them full and satisfied without weighing them down. I hope you guys have a great day.